Let's get going. I'm still here.
In the city of a pseudo-silk kimono, wearing bracelets of smoke, naked of understanding. Nicotine smears, long, long dry tears, invisible tears. Safe in my own words, learning from my own words, cruel joy. singing a song for you. Well, it seemed to be a song for you, the one I wanted to write for you. For you. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. Then I am king, dilly dilly, you will be queen. A penny for your thoughts, my dear. A penny for your thoughts, my dear. Are you for your love? Are you for your love? Lavender's green, dilly dilly, lavender's blue. When you love me, dilly dilly, I will love you. A penny for your thoughts, my dear. A penny for your thoughts, my dear. Are you for your love? Are you for your love? For your
A spider wanders aimlessly within the warmth of a shadow, not the regal creature of border caves, but the poor, misguided, directionless familiar of some obscure Scottish poet. The mist crawls from the canal like some primordial phantom of romance to cuddle under a cascade of neon pollen, while I sit, tied to the phone like an expectant fowl. Your carnation will rot in a vase.
A train sleeps in a siding. The driver guzzles another can of lager, lager, to wash away the memories of a Friday night down at the club. She was a wallflower at 16. She'll be a wallflower at 34. Her mother called her beautiful. Her daddy said, oh.
Greetings. It's time for us to do some work here. Ah, the chopping of the wood. Let us look at your situation. Do you wish me to pull that out? We need to make some adjustments. Come with me.
I've got your back.
I am a gazelle. Look at me. Oh, unfortunate. Bandit thugs. Bandit lieutenants. Where was I when all of this happened? Okay.
I'm right behind you.
Welcome, everybody. All right. So, this evening, we are going to work on the texture for Cassius here. Move your arms, you silly buffoon. Look at the angle's just perfect, though. He can cross his arms right over the blade. So this is trial and error. We're going to get the blood right. So you can see we got to make some adjustments here.
I've got your back. Still here.
No spewing of the water, please. Yes, I'm very sorry about that.
Right behind you.
Yes, I always have trouble pulling out. That's how we got into this predicament, is it not? Hmm? What? You have something to say, Gallia? Hmm?
Stopped. What is it?
Yes. You are more man than most men I have met. I appreciate that. All right. I think this time we go to Photoshop, CouchWarrior. All right, Photoshop it is. Feel free to play your air guitars. If my hands weren't occupied, I would be doing the same. White boys. Oh my god. Okay, where was I? Here. Okay. You see what's going on here, right? So, first of all, I'm going to grab this here. I'm going to take this blood. And this is not the final blood. This is sample blood. Now, let's see. What does one do with this? Let's get rid of it. Let's delete that blood. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Marillion, and the album is called Misplaced Childhood, 1985. Oh. Picture in your mind 1985, suburban Minnesota. Stu and Joe, we would have been, let's see, Joe, gosh, he would have been 15 and I would have been 16 around that time, and we were sitting and spinning this album and listening to it over and over and over again, and it was, I think it was part of a record collection that his older brother had borrowed from a friend, and we got our hands on it. It was just, like, awesome. And then I found this album for $20 used at the record shop over the weekend, and I thought, I wonder if this is going to be as good as I remember it. And it totally, totally was. Joe and I listened to it again last night, which was great. So we got together last night, Joe and Matt and I, and we had lots of discussion about all the stupid stuff we typically talk about, but a lot of time spent discussing details around what we want to do for Dovapalooza. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So Dovapalooza is coming up September 14th. And we just talked a lot about what the plan was. And what we have elected to do, I think, is we've decided that we are going to spend the full 24 hours doing nothing but playing Skyrim. 100% Skyrim for 24 straight hours. One character, start to finish. And we're going to introduce a whole bunch of fun things that'll allow you guys to get involved in some various ways, which I think will be a lot of fun. Dovapalooza, that's right. All right, now we are going to go to something a little bit more mellow so that I can concentrate on my work. Let's see. Does anybody here like 07? How about some 07? I've been on a 07 kick lately. Let's see. Where are you? 07. And let's see. We're gonna go to their very first album. Although, let's see, I've got a deluxe version. No, we won't do the deluxe version. We'll do the classic version. Simple Things. And we mellow out. Okay. So what we're going to do is some texture work tonight, and I can't talk to you and concentrate when the songs are super heavy in lyrics, but 07 is nice and mellow. Okay. So the first thing I'm worried about here is I just need to figure out where the blood needs to start and stop. Once I got that figured, then I might go back and do some doctoring to figure out exactly how the blood should look once it's on the blade. And what I do there is going to depend largely on how it appears in game. All right, so we're going to put this in. This is kind of a sample to sort of let us know how far the blade passes through. So I'm going to do a nice wide band here, so when we're in game, we know if we're hitting the mark, if we're too far, too big a gap, not enough, all of that. All right. Okay. Okay. So save that change. Textures, Bayo Cassius. And this is going to be DDS. Replace that guy right there. Yes, replace. Now let's go see how it looks. We'll see if we're hitting the mark. Then we can doctor this further. All right. Our poor friend Cassius. He is a bloody mess. Huh. All right, still no blood there. And we've still got a gap there. All right, so we can go a little further there, and we got to come way out on this one.
Get away from me.
Okay.
We've stopped. What is it?
I've stabbed this man through the heart, and it's not working out like I planned. Need a little bit better spacing, eh?
I'm right behind.
Yes, I see that.
Oh, there's trouble in here.
Oh, you want trouble?
In the city and not out in Riverwood.
I will give you trouble.
Thought that we'd have a war.
All right. Okay. So this it's looking like we got to come down to at least here. All right. I'm feeling like all right. It is looking better. Let's try it. That is Casey's. Casey is the dead. Or not so dead, depending. He's in between somewhere. Yeah, the race menu update. Yes, I haven't done it yet, but it's on my list. On my to-do list. Obviously, not at the top of my to-do list. Now we are getting to some places, huh? How about this? Stop moving. I'm looking at your back. Ah, okay. It's fine.
Visit Imperium.
Let's see. So my thought is, the sword through the chest, it makes him creepy, but what it is it's a freeze frame in time. All right? It's a freeze frame of the moment of his death. And so the blood is very red, And the sword is going to reflect that moment of death as well, which means the blood's not going to be runny, anything like that. Now, it might be a little bit runny on this side of the blade. Oh, come on, Galleon. Jesus Christ. But here, it's just going to be pretty much all red coming out the back. No smearing or, you know, just stuff like that, I don't think. Maybe we'll toy with it a little bit. If there's going to be any running blood or any drips, there might be a little bit. It might be subtle on the front of the blade. Coming down this way a little bit. But now we've got kind of a mark established here. We know what we need to do. Okay. Come here.
I've got your back. I'm right behind you.
I want you to do something.
All right. What is it? What do you need?
I want you to stand right there.
Okay, got it.
Thank you. Oh, freaky, huh? Oh, freaky. Okay. Now, we quick save.
Anything else?
No. Be quiet. Okay. So I'm not going to worry about the points of the sword here. Need some paint drips that we can model. Perhaps. Okay, let's find something that's close. I don't need any color in it. Black and white's probably best. That could work. Now, if it is in fact... looks a bit raggedy, unprofessional. That looks a bit too contrived. Is everybody still out there? I had a little hitch in my view of the stream here, so I just want to make sure everyone's accounted for still. All right, good, good. Yeah, I'm coming back to this one again. Now this, let's view this in a new tab so we can get a sense for how big it actually is, okay? I'm going to copy this for a second. Okay, we're going to paste it in here because I want to understand the scale of it. Okay. Now, I'm going to get rid of that. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, it went down for me too. I don't know what the deal was. I just refreshed and it was back again, so. Okay. So let's go back to this. Now I'm going to... I don't know if this will work or not. We'll see. We'll see if this works. May or may not work. I'm not sure. Some of these stock image places, they do weird things, you know, to intentionally keep people from downloading their stuff. We'll see if it works. No, it doesn't. I kind of like this one because it's got different looks that I can use, but I can do multiples. That's fine. Okay, so that's going to be Shutterstock. Oh, this could work too. Yeah, that could work. Okay, let's view this in a new tab. I'm not concerned about whether or not I'm getting a thumbnail or the actual image because I'm going to convert it to a vector and make it whatever size I want. So once it's a vector, I can do whatever I need to with it. Okay, let's see if we can open this now. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do here, I think, is we're going to do an image trace. Expand that. Okay, so now this is a vector. So let's save this. Blood drip vector. It is a vector by the very fact that it is a .ai file. So I do not need to put vector in the name. That naming convention would be a disaster. Okay. So now, I'll do file. Open there. File open. Graphics. Blood. Okay. I'm going to open that Illustrator file in Photoshop. Now here, it will let us open it at whatever size we want. I guess too big is better. Okay. So this one might be something we could work with here. So I'm going to... just grab a chunk of it. This. All right. Okay. Now, I don't know which is the top of the blade and which is the bottom quite yet. So we're just going to have to kind of play around with it, I think. We'll start with this top texture, I'm thinking. So I'll rotate it first. Okay. Now, I actually like the scale of it. So what I'm going to do is put it in place, and then I'm going to cut away anything I don't need. Now, I'm not overly concerned about the underside of the blade at this point. Okay. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a color overlay. Match our sample here. Okay. Now, let's take So I say we drop it in like that, and we just see what it looks like. Because we'll get a measure. So let's save this. Save as a desktop. Is everybody mellow? So mellow. Okay, now we'll go have a look and we'll see if what we... This will give us a gauge right away of which is the top and bottom of the blade. So let's go have a look quick. Yes, EJ. Bada bing. Exactly. I have played Enderall. I've not played it all, but I've started it. Played some of it.
Anything else?
Anybody remember my character's name? Move your arms. I'm trying to get work done here. Oh, I think I see drips. Move your arms. Relax. Fooled you. Ah. Uh-huh. Okay, that could work. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna work. Huh? That's actually not at all bad right like that. I like it. I like it very much.
What can I do for
Look
you
at him,
tonight?
man. He is so fucking pissed. You stabbed me, you asshole. What's the matter? All I did was sleep with your wife. God.
I've got your back.
Let's get going.
All right. Are you going to pull this out or not? Am I stuck with it? Oh, it's fine. Finders keepers. You may not have it back. All right. Well, that's excellent. So I think they're nicely placed. The seam seems to be right around there, which is where we want it. Seems about right. So I'm going to put drips on the bottom too, because I'm feeling cocky. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'm going to use the same alpha, but I'll grab from a different section of it so the drips look different. Drips. Drips and drabs. Image. Edit. Transform. Rotate. Let's rotate counterclockwise. 90 degrees, if you would. Now, place it strategically, of course. How about this? Something like that. Ideas, thoughts, feelings. Anyone? How about that? All right. Let's chop it away. I really don't understand why you're getting so bent out of shape. All I did was sleep with your wife. The fact is, I was doing you a favor. Really? Seriously? You get so angry. Your temper is your weakness. Absolutely. Skip that. Let's position this a little better so that we don't have drips on the edge of the blade. Let's extend it down just a touch. Oh, that's excellent. I like the placement of that. Now, cut away the parts that we don't need and throw them out. As if, well, they were trash. Think of the parts that you're getting rid of as if they were people who are useless to you, and you throw them out like the trash. You understand? Now you're understanding the ways of the politician, Claire. It's too bad you didn't understand this before we had to get in our confrontation. Let's see, copy layer style. I'm copying the layer style of the previous drips and pasting that layer style in over these drips, thus making a similar pattern. Okay. Now, which is what? This. Reposition that, please. Thank you. What some people fail to realize is that others, there are many who are really little better than refuse. Now, if it is possible to get something from them to help your cause, well, that's great. One should do that. That's commendable, after all. However, some people are simply insufferable. Absolutely atrocious. Now, how about some extraneous blood splatters? What do you say? Which one is this? Excellent. All right. Let's enlarge this a bit. Emphasize the splatter. Oh, Who doesn't like a bit of splatter in their lives? Oh, I know I do. Okay, let's vary. Let's create some variation. Ooh, that's looking quite good, I have to say. I know I did a lot of talking about people being human refuse. CouchWarrior is mostly refuse, but this is quite good. How about a few drips and drabs on the hilt? What do you say? Would that be fun? Who doesn't like drips and drabs, huh? The fact of the matter is, if I wasn't going to sleep with your wife, no one was. You certainly weren't. So I was really, seriously doing you a favor. Why you got so angry, I can't understand. However, you did, and here we are. I'm stabbed to death, and you are haunted. Save as. 3DDS, if you wouldn't mind. Desktop. Excellent. Well, this is nice. All right, let's check it in game. The fact of the matter is, Ferrata, you don't understand the ways of politics, and you never will. Some people are meant for the battlefield, and others are meant for the halls of government. The irony of this is if you had waited but a moment, a day or two, to exact your revenge, I could have pushed my father out of government. It would have been splendid, actually. Let's see, load. But my plan was foiled before I could finish it. Ding! Well, look at you. Excellent hat. I wouldn't wear it in public, but still, it looks good on you. Being a lizard and all that.
Anything else?
Let's see. How are we doing here? How does it look under there, Kaleo? What do you say? Sufficiently bloody and gruesome? Oh, yes. Look at that. The droplets. There are droplets that can be seen on the hilt as well. Well, if it had been up to me, I would have chosen another sword, but there is no accounting for taste.
I'm still here.
Oh, that's excellent. Well done. I hope you're proud of yourself. Listen, is that woman over there available? What do you say? I could have a go? She seems a bit butch for me. Well.
I'm still here.
Let's see. All right, that's pretty good. I like it. I like it as well. You've done a good job of running me through, you son of a bitch. You're a magnificent piece of shit, you know that. Well, we have many adventures to have, don't we? Oh, you're eyeing that chicken. Are you considering eating it or taking it as a lover? Yes. I know you're kind, Ferrata. I would appreciate it if you didn't look me in the eyes. You are below my station. Okay, excellent. We must practice. All right. Well, that's good. Let's save this to the archive. Oh, I did save this version of it already. Okay. We don't need to worry anything about the sheath, obviously. Cassius has his own sheath, so to speak. Okay. Now, let's take a quick look at the files. Completed mods. This is NPC Cassius. So we're going to create a new folder here, which is going to be Cassius Armor. All right. Let's make a quick inspection where files are located. I am just going to go ahead right now and set up the install file for this so that we don't get burned later on down the line, because that is bad. Okay, so, and I am going to do it from scratch here. Okay. So, textures, Bayo, Cassius, just copy this, paste it in there. All right, now we need to confirm that our meshes the same path, and they are, because Balefish is extraordinarily organized. Bayo underscore Cassius. All right, so we got the supporting meshes and textures. Everything should be mapped. Now we need to grab the ESP file, which is going to be bayocassius.esp. Copy that. Drop it in. Now we're going to make our zip file. So we'll go CW mod Bayo. Cassius. All right. We're going to dump that in there. Then we'll just confirm. Yes. So the deal is that I'm changing profiles all the time. And every time every time I change a profile, a lot of these mods are reinstalled. So if I don't create an install file with my changes in it, when that happens, all of my textures will be overwritten and I'll have to start over. That's happened to me a couple of times where I've made my changes directly into the game and then never pulled them out and made them into an install file and have gotten screwed. So trying to make a habit of making sure I do this. So if we go back to complete mods, we can see These are the different mods that have been created for the story so far, and the individual install files for them are inside each of these folders. So we have one for Kaleo's armor, for the shield, for Cassius armor, for the load screens mod that I'm working on currently, and then for the NPC that is Cassius that I created. All right. So that's how that is going. Okay. Yeah. So, yes, if you are making changes to textures and you're doing it directly into the Skyrim file hive, it will work absolutely fine until you change your profile. And if that mod is part of the profile or it's not part of the I guess if it's not part of the profile and it's uninstalled and then it's reinstalled, remember that your game is going to be installing that mod again the second time from the zip file archive, wherever you're downloading those to when you download your mods. It's not going to be reinstalling the textures that you have saved in the file hive. You got to pull those out, make a zip file out of them, and then use those as your base or whatever, or just keep them on hand, because you can let it go through its install process, and then you can always, overwrite the existing mod by installing yours over the top of it or whatever it is. It depends on what's in the mod. But yeah, don't make that mistake. I have done that several times. Okay, so I think that's all we need as far as the textures go. All right. Yeah, it's really frustrating to spend a lot of time on textures. That's why I always keep a master folder as well, where I save out all the Photoshop files for all the textures I've done too. So if I do forget that step, I can always go back to Photoshop and I can just re-render the DDS files from Photoshop. Yes, it's a pain in the ass, but at least I don't have to recreate them from scratch. I can just save out new files and overwrite what's there. But way easier to just pay attention to what I'm doing and make those things. All right.
Anything else?
Anything else? All right.
Heading up? Well, let's get going. Still here. Yes? Still here.
Hello, friend.
What is it?
Hello, friend. Hello, friends.
I've got your back.
I've got your back. Yeah. Yes, and I'll put a
Still
dagger in it the first chance I get. Are we ready? Can we leave now? What shall we do? Something exciting, I hope.
We've stopped. What is it?
Let's see. I need one more change. All right. Let's get race menu updated. So I think one of the things we're going to do is we might go set up a camp somewhere. We'll find a nice spot to set up a camp, and I can show you all some of the brand new stuff that Bayofish has integrated into our custom camp, which is pretty great. Some pretty cool stuff in there. This camera, I'm going to get rid of that too. That's annoying me. All right, yeah, this is 3.4. Let's uninstall this one, install a new one. And I'm just going to like get rid of it completely as opposed to overwriting it or having two versions of it with one activated. You'll notice that I also don't install things directly from Steam. I just kind of download what I need and then install it from a file. And then I keep all of these archived in a separate archive from what my game management system is doing. It's kind of my way of having an extra backup of this stuff in case something gets really messed up. Recalling, of course, that I have had to rebuild my system multiple times in the middle of games over the years. So having backups of all of these locally in triplicate is one of those things that is essential for me. Okay, and then I'm going to disable this. Now, this is going to mess up some stuff, but I just don't care. That camera perspective, I don't like. And this is a test build anyway, okay? So I'm not overly concerned about save bloat and shit like that. Okay, and then for good measure, we'll run Finis. Yeah, I always do the download file and I install from file. And then on my storage drive, I have a backup of everything. Okay, now let's check our plugins. So we've got race menu. Which I'm not gonna run loot at the moment, but I am gonna take it out of the bottom of the lineup here, the top of the lineup, I mean. Okay. Boom. Race menu error. Expected game version blah 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 blah. Oh! This might be my SKSE version then, right? No, let's launch that again. Let's think about that for a minute. I'm thinking real hard. check our version here. SKSE. So SKSE is for the 1.5.73. So I'm running the right version of SKSE. I'm running the latest version. And I rolled back. I thought I rolled back. Yeah. What do you think about that? Expected game version. I'm pretty sure I rolled back my executable, though. So I shouldn't be running that. Oh, cocksucker. Just let it do its thing. Suck it, Bethesda. Let's just see what happens here. See what other errors it throws that could be useful. Yeah, I know that part.
Anything else?
I'm ever so grateful.
Wow,
Is that a fact?
that's impressive.
What? She must be speaking of the size of my blade. So large I can't see my shoes. All right. Well, it's not crashing, so let's continue on. Where'd be a good place to build a camp? I need a big flat spot, which is really frickin' hard to come by in the Skyrim. I found a beautiful spot up near Iverstad, but it was on one of those cliffs where you can't build, right? Because if you do build there, suddenly you pitch a tent and realize your tent is floating 5 feet above the actual ground, which is really stupid. Which is a bummer because it was a great spot and I had to give it up. Whiterun Plains. Well, our Whiterun Plains are quite full of trees.
I'm still here.
We should, however, not rule them out simply because of that. All right. Man up, everyone. Ah, yes, the Reach. We could do that. Let's see you, everyone. I find it interesting that he tends to go to his fists, but then when combat starts, then he'll pull out the spells and weapons. I may have to look into that.
I've got your back.
Excellent. Let's consider the rift, shall we? Reachcliff Cave. We could start there and meander. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Question. Does Cassius do damage during battle? Yes, he does. As a matter of fact, I do a lot of damage. Now, you cannot damage me, however, because, well, I'm immortal, as it were, see? It's laughable, isn't it, Claire? Finally, you can't stab me. Oh, this is going to get interesting. All right. Now, this place has promise, provided we aren't floating above the ground here. There's a little bit of floating, but not bad. Yeah, there's floating here. But we can get around some of that, I think. So, this spot has potential. However, I suspect it'll be hard for our followers to get to that spot. Oh, it's bear time. Okay, this spot could be all right. Let's see what's on the other side. Up the hill. Charge! Charge! We're charging! Quickly! There's a good crossing point down here. This river is fast. Look at that. Yep. our followers in the dust. This where they got that other bear? Did I see a bear? Bears. Yep. It was up here. All right, well, maybe this is the spot. This is the area. Right? Where's everyone else?
Behind you.
Let's see. I stashed some of my stuff somewhere. There we go. That's the spot. All right, let's have a look. I need a good backdrop here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Needs to be a little darker. That's better. All right. Okay, so we got all kinds of stuff here. Small tent. We've got 3 practice dummies. We've got 2 types of barricades. We've got a separate backpack that we can put down anywhere we want. That's safe storage. All right, we've got the banner. We've got a sitting pillow. We've got a camp crafting station, which is pretty cool. It's like a little shelter where you can do work. Utility shelter. Blocks to sit on, so that'd be like logs to sit on. Some crucified skeletons with arrows and lanterns. We've got a praying tent. We've got a prayer rug. We've got a big follower tent. We've got 2 candelabras. We've got a chair, a lantern post, a small follower tent, all kinds of spiked body parts. We got an oriental sitting something. I'm gonna think about what that is. Oh, that's it's like a wooden stool with a decorative pillow on the top. We've got a commando tent, which is a stripped down like bivouac kind of tent. Knapsack. There's also a large tent. Okay, 1.5 is the small tent. I've got one of those already. So let's go down a bit. 0, 4. C7. I don't want any barricades either. Some of these I haven't even looked at yet, like the utility shelter I haven't even seen. all the crucifixion stuff, the candelabras I haven't seen. Kaleo's big tent. Let's start with that. So that is E1. A9, CD8. All right. We'll kind of work on things as we go here. See how this placement looks. Try not to fall off this cliff. So let's back it up as far as we can. It's going to be on kind of a weird pitch here. That might be okay. Yeah, see, I got to have it absolutely fucking flat, perfect flat. Otherwise, it starts getting wonky. But you get the idea, right? That looks pretty cool. So let's see if we can find a spot that's flatter. Like maybe here? There you go. That looks pretty level. All right, that's better. Like I said, the bigger the item is, the harder it is to place, right? Because we got to find flat spots. So overall, this is pretty good, but it still looks like the block is floating. That's just kind of how it is. Okay. So we got small tent. Okay, let's go see what else we got to work with here. How about we'll do the utility shelter. Now, the utility shelter, if you build that first, then technically you can use that as long as you have the materials to build everything else in the kit, which is pretty awesome. So let's find a good spot for this thing. Maybe this will be a little bit more forgiving and we can try putting it someplace where it's not so flat. Yeah, that works. Pretty cool, eh? Look at that. All right, now I can come in here and I can use it. And I can start building other stuff. So let's build a lantern post. And let's find a good spot to put said lantern post. Nice. And so basically what this is what Bayofish has created here is an add-on patch for the campfire mod. So you would start by installing the campfire mod, and then you would install the Kaleo kit, and you would be able to build all of this additional stuff in addition to your regular campfire stuff. So that's kind of how that works. Okay. All right. Okay, so now the cool thing is we can use items like the sitting blocks and Kaleo's backpack and miscellaneous items like that to disguise areas where we do have things that are floating, stuff like that. So we can do those kinds of things. So we'll try our little commando tent. I've not seen this one yet. 255 F97 1. Let's put our commando tent in a special place. You know, maybe we can use it to kind of mimic an out-of-the-way place that you might camp if you're being like a stealthy bastard. See if we can put it up here somewhere comfortably. I don't know. I don't know if this model, if this placement model means anything. It looks a little bit bigger here than what I had thought. Let's cancel that. Let's go put it someplace more normal. And just see what happens. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, it's not what I thought it was. Ooh, that's fucking awesome. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, and here's what the Oriental sitting chair looks like. And we can craft this individually as well. Okay, let's set up a few more things. cool thing about the praying rug is it also ties directly into Winter Sun. So if you have a god selected in Winter Sun, it does that for you. Freaking cool. Doesn't matter which god. All right. Damn. Encore. Love that song. Okay. These barricades. These are a bit more substantial, like what you might want to put your archers behind, perhaps. That's pretty well defended hillside there. Pretty awesome. All right. Nice. Okay, big follower tent. I've not seen that. Big follower. One F, 0B. What? F0B3. That works. Nice. Get some firewood. 6F 993. Give me like 10 of them. There we go. All right. Roaring. Let's make it roaring. Place cooking pot. Nice. Y'all are not relaxing. It's stressing me out. Okay. Actions. Relax. I must have told him to stop, right? Is that what I did? Maybe they're just all pissed. Follow. Or Cassius is a bad influence. Oh, they're gone. Where did they go? Did you make them disappear? Or have they gone to bed? No. Now, Cassius, I've intentionally made him with a very, very low energy score. So, while other characters will meander around and they'll sit by the fire and stuff, he will pretty much stand in one place and look mean and angry. So he's going to find a spot and he's going to stand there pretty much motionless until you decide to move again, and then he follows you. So that's going to be sort of his MO, is to be fairly inactive, which I actually
Divine smile.
get a kick out of. So let's give him a pose. Yes, his sandbox is set very low. Okay, so then we can say dismiss, but stay like this. You're going to catch some flies in there.
What do you need? Until next time.
And then I set his expression to be permanently disgusted. That's why he looks the way he does.
Lead the way. I'm right.
All right, let's try that pose again. I don't like him with his mouth hanging open like that. Look at him.
Let's get going.
There he goes. We'll just let him stay how he is. He's going to do what he wants to do.
I've got your back. Still here.
Wait, I need to see if this works. He should stay the way I ask him to stay. Okay. Now, I don't know where my other followers went. Oh. Yeah, he's going to do what he wants to. I think that's because he doesn't do a lot of sandboxing, but I gave him some custom animations as well that will play randomly. Things that I picked specifically for him. So it could be he's being bumped out because of that. See what happens if I summon. Okay.
Still here. You lead, I'll follow. You lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, something's going on here.
Yes.
I'm guessing this is an area that's not... Maybe it's just not nav meshed at all or something. Because they're not sandboxing at all. And they should be.
What do you need?
But that's fine. Okay, so if I go use hammock and lie down, he will even lie down in the hammock. It's fantastic. Okay? I mean, I know Balefish isn't on now, but there's no doubt he'll watch this later, and hats off, man. It's just unbelievable. All right, let's sleep. So, you know, you can kind of imagine how having these sorts of customized options are going to put it over the top. And what I'm really hoping is that Balefish and I can kind of coordinate so that when he wants to launch these mods and make them available for everyone to use, that I can assist in promoting that right through the story and getting people out there to discover these things, which are fantastic. So, and then maybe there's some that we could do cooperatively as well. Since I've already created Cassius as a follower, maybe we can find a way to sort of cooperatively release that character with the sword through his chest and all of that stuff as kind of a collaboration. I don't know, but it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Okay, now where did he go? Well, they all keep disappearing. Let's go down here. Summon them. Summon them. See, now, like Cassius, he is... he should be up there. Yeah, he's gone completely. I wonder if this spot's just kind of a Bermuda Triangle or something. I don't know. Very strange. Now with this mod, I got to figure out... Oh, I see. So he attached the turning on the lights and packing up to that little doohickey there. Pick that up. How about this one? This is very cool. We'll be able to stage scenes with all the followers gathered around a map, doing their thing, right? Okay, so there's going to be an item here that is the key to activating this, and I always got to figure out which it is. It's not any of these chairs. Maybe it was the decorative one, huh? Nope. Each one's a little bit different. Is it the candle? It's not the table. How about lanterns? Activate. All right. So the ceiling. Oh. We're going to leave our post here. Pick that Okay, we're going to leave that. All right, so one of the things that I have not done with Cassius, there's some upgrades that will be happening to the NPC. One is that I'll be making a preset for him so that if you want to play as Cassius, or if I need to play from Cassius's perspective, I will be able to create a character that looks like an exact replica of him. The other item is that I need to complete is I need to give the character kind of a base camp where you can find him if you dismiss him, like a default location. As it is right now, the only way that you can find Cassius is by consoling him in. Yeah, I mean, he's dismissed at this point. So... Okay, so the one we want is Cassius Decianus. Now this is going to bring in another copy of him. Okay. All right, and I had to go through some special steps in order to make him as pale as he is. You're not able to make a character that pale in Creation Kit, but I have a little trick to making that work that I discovered when I originally created the sleeper for another series, who was extremely pale. What would this be? I can't remember what the outfit name is. Oh, yeah. Two, three. Two, three, five. Right.
Yes?
That's one of his sandboxing animations I gave him. That is hilarious.
Something? Lead the way.
I love that he just chose to do that right there. That's funny.
I'm right
Maybe
behind.
we'll adjust that. He just flopped right over. one did I miss? Hat was 4. Boots, sword outfit is 6'3". Okay. Okay. All right, let's change his combat style to spell sword.
You lead. I'll follow.
Still here.
Excellent. All right, let's go. You got to watch out for the black goats. They come after you. Gallia knows. Gallia is the goat slayer. Come on, everybody. It's time for us to take action. Where is Gobu? Is he fighting goats too? Yes, he was. Typical. We're gonna go fight some Forsworn. Yes, there is aggressive goats in my game. Usually you can tell the ones that are aggressive because their color is different. Everyone, be nice. All right. Now, let's get on the bridge. Are you dead? You are dead. Everyone, assemble. We quick save here. All right. Okay. Let's see how we fight as a unit,
I'm
eh?
right behind.
Yes. It will be just the two of us. Yes. That's what I meant to say.
Still here.
2.
We've stopped. What is it?
Nothing.
Still here.
Yes. Okay, everyone catch up. Crank it, spank it, smack it on the bing bong. Everyone gets dead. Whoa, good dodge. Careful. Who else is left? Kaleo is coming. Give me your light. Oh shit. Oh no, you don't. None of that. Still frying. The dog is here. Behold. Now I am stuck in this position.
There's no escape.
Okay, that was fun. See my banner blowing in the breeze. Very nice. All right, let's goose this a bit, huh? Faster. Are you coming up here or what? I see you've gotten yourself in a pickle.
You can't beat me.
Oh, now you all summon down there, huh? You are all stupid in equal measure. How about up here? Summon. Damn it. Alright, let's clean up this mess. Clean it up. Oh, I see you. Welcome to the fight. Haha. Oh, shit. Alright. We need some artillery here. Oh, bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave. Oh, you finish. It would appear you've got some gobu on your face. Yes, this area would make an excellent campsite. Look at all the flat spaces. And, there is fresh water and fish and shelter inside the cave. Yeah. This could actually be a most excellent campsite, I have to say. Hang on, don't go in there. Get back here. Who is in charge of this group? All right. Everybody, are we ready? Let's kick it down. Who is first? Huh? Fire! Everybody flip, huh? Now that you think about it, this is actually a fantastic place for a base camp, isn't it? We could take it from the Forsworn
here.
and then come in here and get rid of, like, this crap. I could disable these, take them out of here. We could actually set up spaces inside, and kind of makes me curious, like, what happens with some of these mods when they're installed inside. If they behave any differently. The only question I would have is I might have to make a patch so that enemies aren't spawning inside of here. Because eventually it's going to reset, right? But, I mean, if I was going to do that,
I'm still here.
I guess if I was going to make a patch anyway, I could take a lot of this stuff out of here that I didn't want. Probably just the sleeping bags and probably this bed and this table over here. You know, and build up our own stuff.
I'm still here.
I like it. Where better for a band of stray dogs to live than in a cave, huh? That seems appropriate somehow. I like it. The inside does not respawn. Well, this is what I needed to know. So, let's do a test. What time is it? CouchWarrior, what time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock. Oh, we are running out of time. Let's do a quick test, eh? If first, let's select this. Disable. Good. Nice. How about this one? No, that seems fishy. Let's try it again. Perhaps. Okay. And this one. Let's take this out as well. Okay, that's quick and clean, eh? Now, this bastard here.
What do you need?
I want you to move, go.
Anything else?
Get out of the way. Okay, fine. I will do that later. So this, for instance. What is in here? Let's take all of that shit.
I've got your back.
This barrel has carrots in it. So, this will officially be the carrot and warhammer barrel. There we go. So this, how about we select, disable that, select, disable that. Okay, this is cleaning up nicely, don't you think? And goodbye. I will search you later. Bye-bye.
Still here.
Let's get going.
Let's not. Let's not get going until I am ready to get going. Let's do Kaleo what? Let's do Kaleo. Let's do what? Kaleo's big tent, eh? Kaleo has a tent of unusual size. Yes. Oh, fuck it. It was perfect, and I hit the button too late, eh? Kaleo, big tent. Come on. Oh, don't you do that. Come on now. Stop. Right there. Quickly. Quickly, before it passes. Excellent. Oh, look at that. Eh? Fancy Gobu, eh? Look it. Let's turn on the light. Oh, gorgeous. Look at that, huh? Nice placement. Perfectly level. Hold that. Now, the followers, they need a tent as well. I know you are here. I am very well aware of this. Because you have a sword through your chest, it's kind of hard to miss. Big follower tent.
Let's get going.
Oh, that's foul.
Still here.
I am the boss of this expedition. How is it that I am setting up your tent for you, and why are you in my face? Now I cannot activate it. Get out of the way,
Let's
Galia.
get going.
Oh,
I've got your back.
You are insufferable, woman.
Stopped. What is it?
Get out of the way.
Still here.
You are fucking pissing me off.
I'm still here.
I know you are here.
I've got your back.
It's bugging the shit out of me. How about this way? What do you say? No, that's bad. That is a bad way. These should be facing each other.
I'm right
I feel like this is feng shui, huh? Okay, come on. I cannot go back far enough.
Still here.
I know you are here. Okay, let's just...
I've got your back.
we will trick the system. First, TCL. Okay. Now, turn off the collision. Now we go backward until we feel
right
we have done what must be done. Excellent. Right there. Perfect. Swing, swing, swing. Woo! Upsies. Upsies. Alright. Look at this, eh? Now, you have lights too, yes? Of course. Lights for everyone. This makes me happy. Kaleo is happy. It is not often that Kaleo is happy. See, I am unhappy again. Damn it. I was so happy for a split second.
Still here.
Yes, you are here. You are here. I know you are here. Everyone is here. Take this and this. Now we select that. And we say... Disabel. And you... Also Disabel. Okay. Now... Ooh, Semen. And Max. Now you. Disabel. And you must go as well. You look ridiculous. You cannot be floating there.
Still here.
What are you, an NPC? Don't you dare sit in that chair. It is going away.
Let's get going.
No,
I've
I
got
am
your
busy.
back.
I'm taking this kettle. Okay, we have gotten rid of things that are silly.
I'm right behind you.
I'm still here.
Ah, Cassius, I brought you a friend. See? He is dead like you. Okay, so what could go in this area? We have this terrible thing right here. It is absolutely ridiculous.
I've got your back.
We do not need it. Select. Disable. Okay. Select again. Goodbye. Oh, now we are talking some shit right now. Everyone come over here. I have some ideas for you. Everyone, please, if you would, assemble, if you would, please. Excellent. Now, let's try relaxing.
Divine smile.
Can everyone do that, please? Thank you. Now, this is the ideal place for one to put his command tent, eh? Right. That is what goes here. It is command tent for commanding. It is a very commanding tent, clearly. Come now. Come, don't get fussy. Don't get fussy. No, that is an angle. I do not like it. Oh, there we go. Quickly. Place. Oh, gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, yes. Okay, these lamps, they are on, yes? Activate. Okay, exit. That is nice placement, eh? Oh, look it. So nice. I am rather liking this setup. Now, if we do something interesting with this, let's see. Utility shelter, right? I do not know why we need the shelter indoors, but that's okay. We're going with it anyways. We're just going with it. Get it nice and level. There we go. Place it. There you go. Oh, look at that. Nice. Who built this? Who built this? Because it's gorgeous, eh? It is gorgeous. Whoever built this is a master of the building, huh? And you, I would keep you. You are fine. And this table, sure, we can keep that table. In fact, what we can do is look at what we have here. Seating block. Dog's banner. Okay, we got them barricades. We have all kinds of things we have not set up yet, but that's okay. Now, If I was being a smart man and commander, I would say barricade in this region. Right? Defensible position. Right there. Nice. Nice. Excellent. Now this business down here, this is somewhat frustrating. What we could do is remove all this and build our own campfire in this region with all of our own things. That would make the most sense. So, eventually, this crap will go. Like you, for instance. You are crap. Let's put you in a nice pile right here. And you, well, that's suggestive. Put you there. So, I think we are saying that we could do something in this area. That would be most amusing. That would be most amusing. Look at this place, it's sexy, eh? Oh, look at you chopping wood. You are such a helpful man. Wow, he is very functional, considering his situation. Okay, so, what is happening here? Oh, look at you guys, nice and cozy, having a talk, eh? I like it. What is going on down here? Uh-huh.
You're someone who can get things done. I like it.
This is true. I get shit done. I am known for this, eh? Let's see. How about we set up... Let's see. What was it? We doing the helping and the CCK. Okay. Now we go up to miscellaneous items. And we are looking for certain things like prayer tent. Player. That is requires an A. We're adding the item. And we're saying what? We're saying praying tent. Choose 9E. Do the 1 and the 6. And the D and the 0. And the B and the A. And the 1. And it is added. It is done. Okay. Now, in order to do this properly, let's go up here. And we click until we have nothing. Then we do the TCL. And it's turning off the clipping. Okay. Now, from this space, we do praying tent. Upsies. Upsies. Closer. Back. Going to the back. And back. Oh, too far back. Oh, way too far back. Over. Under. Too far. Boom. Let's just try this plot. This plot here. See if it works. Oh, that is quite nice. And we can get wood from these sides. That is very nice. Yes, there is all of these things we can do, eh? Take. Take in the basket. Take that. Okay, we cleaned that up a bit, huh? Now. I will be back.
Good afternoon.
Yes, you too. save it. Oh, there we go. Galileo knows all the secrets. That is the fact. Why not? Eh? This is a beautiful spot, eh? What say you, eh? It looks pretty good. It is somewhat fancy. I could put it at the top up there. That would be another option. There we go. Defensible. Can still get around like this, huh? All right. Looks very good, eh? Now, let's say you guys want to sit, huh? I provide you with some place to sit, so there is less beaching. Place it there, huh? Have fun. Okay. There is sitting allowed on that. And on that. No. Look at him. He gets around. Okay. So this is good, huh? Now, what I could do is... First, let's quick save all this work. Huh? So there is less beaching. Yeah, that's what I said. You're making fun of my accent.
What do you need?
Let's see. What I need is... Oh, I do not have my sitting cushion. That's fine. It's okay. Dog spinner, huh? Where do we put this? What do you say, Gubu? Where is a good place for one to hang the bed, huh? Someplace nice. Like that. Perhaps. Maybe like this. Ooh. We could put it outside, but... I don't want to advertise, you know what I mean? Okay. Look at all this crap. Technically, this could go as well.
Yes.
All right. I think this is done. For now, anyway. Nice. I am liking this. It's a good setup, huh? Okay. So. Give to me the helping, CCK. Thank you. Okay. Lantern posts, chairs. We don't really need chairs. We got plenty of sitting area now. Certainly plenty of light of our own creation. We got all kinds of nasty things. We aren't going to do anything with that yet. We could build dummies for practicing. Sitting pillow, backpack. Yeah, that's good enough for now. But this would be a great spot, I think. Maybe we can work that into the story where they come up here. I mean, Kaleo's going to need a spot to be his home base, and this is as good as any. It's hidden. It's out of the weather. It's in a place that's infested by Forsworn, which means that those people who are pursuing him are less likely to chase him into the Reach. Right? To me, it makes perfect sense. So, what we'll probably do is we'll engineer into the story something that will bring us this way, I think. That would make a lot of sense. Okay. Now, what? Wonder if we can get rid of this debris. Let's quick save here. All right. Select Disabel. Oh, look at this. You, Disabel, you as well. Ah, okay. And how about you? Oh, excellent. We are disabling all this. And that. Oh, goodness. This is good, huh? Look at extra space, huh? All right. I'm liking this very much. So, it might make sense to put... It might make sense to move the praying tent over to this space right here. And this fucking thing here, that can go away. You are getting disabled. Yes, perfect, eh? Perfect. The only thing we are really missing here is a water source inside the cave. But, you know. Dogs cannot be choosers, so to speak, eh? And this one, we could get rid of these two. Gallia likes to chop things up with pickaxes. Let us say that she did this, huh? Nice job. Well done, Gallia. Huh? You are a workhorse, so to speak, huh? Okay, little extra space. Nothing wrong with that. Because we must have extra space in case the Beo fish decides to make us some more toys to play with, eh? Now, let us go to the helping in the CCK. Okay. So for now, I think what we do is we go up to the top of the stair and we say, oh, hey, Kileo needs a dummy. And not just Gobu. We need a dummy that we can practice with. Let's say player dot add item 9E04 C7 2F and the 1. What say you? That is good. Now the question is, which way does this guy face once he's deployed? Eh? Is he facing us? That is ideal. If so, excellent. Boom. How about right there? Oh, now we brush up, eh? Ah. Now. Ooh. All right, we are carrying too much crap. Let's
Need something?
Oh, not from you, creepy man. Oh, Okay, many things are stored in here already. Let's get rid of this junk. You and you. And a cooking pot. That's fine. And a flute. Huh. And 2 kettles. Don't need the kettles. And some tankards. Don't need those. And the plates. And what? Nothing. Okay.
Need something?
Oh, yes. I am going on the mad rush here. Making things I said I wasn't going to make, but now I'm making them anyways. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys. Disabel. Ooh, something wrong with Disabel there. And the bell. Are you coming back? Okay. Disabel. No. Annabelle. Here's some lighting. How about you? How about you? Would you like to go away? Let's select Disabel. There we go. That's not bad. Now this wooden frame here, I might actually keep that. Nope. It's the lighting again. Okay. Let's... Well, how important is this? Is it lighting or is it smokiness, eh? Oh, it's haziness. It's smokiness. That's what it is. Okay, let's take it out. Now that the smokiness is gone, we should be able to select all of these now. And now we can make our own fire. Hoo-yah! Build. And we'll stick it right in here. Like this. Place. Using striking the stone. I am a stone striker. You may have noticed this. Sometimes I miss my opponent and I strike stones. That is fine. Okay, I cannot do any more with this. Help. Fire. Wood. Nah. Bah. Let's say we go cut some, yeah? Cutting of the wood. Anyway, you can kind of see how much stuff we have available here, and Balefish, I don't think is done with it yet. I don't know what else he's got on the list, but it's pretty great what's here. I think it would be a heck of a lot of fun to create a space where we call it home, and we could stage some things that would happen here as well, which I think could be pretty fantastic. That's a good spot for a cooking pot. That's a good spot for a cooking pot. You heard me. Okay. Disabel. Goodbye. Bloody mess. Yeah, this is fantastical. What I like about it, too, is we'll be able to get this pretty much all set up without having to, we won't have to build a mod we can disable some things and set up our own stuff, and it can all be done relatively easily. What did we do this in about 30 minutes or so? Not bad. Okay. Any sitting blocks I place are just kind of placed temporarily. They're going to have to be moved
Need something?
at some point. Just because characters, once I build this fire, they will try to sit around the campfire. There's some kind of predetermined campfire spots that are on the ground. However, what I discovered is that there's enough space in between those predetermined ground sitting spots that I can alternate with sitting blocks, and that works pretty well. So all right. We'll leave it at 2 for now. How's that sound? Pretty good with that? Okay. Now, all of this stuff I'll probably have to tweak around a little bit. I'm not going to know if I have those blocks properly placed until they sit on them. I think I'm going to have to spin them around, because if I remember correctly, if I want the block to be placed, I have to place it however I place it, like this. They're going to sit on it with their back facing me, so they're going to be facing down the ramp. So if I want to place this one here as though they would somebody would sit on this and kind of just keep an eye on the entryway there, then it would be placed perfectly. Some of these other ones down here are probably off, so they would be sitting by the campfire maybe sideways or facing the wrong direction. I would just have to wait and see. Or I could go back and pick them up and put them down again, but I don't feel like it. So okay, so let's put one here. See if we can get it facing. I'm pretty sure that's the right way there.
What? All right, what is it? What do you need?
I need you to do something. Sit on that block,
Okay, got it.
if you would not mind. There we go. Very nice. I like
Anything else?
it. No, that will do. Oh, look at him. He's sleeping. Isn't that cute? It looks somewhat uncomfortable, but he seems to manage. Alright. So, let's put away what I don't need here. Small barricade. Praying rug and the firewood. Okay. Alright. System. Doing the saving. New save. All right. Now, if I sit on this one, which way will I sit? Huh? Boom. Look at that. Nice togetherness, huh? Everyone happy now, huh? That is sort of fun, huh? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it an evening. Thank you all for your time and attention. It's been fun. We've learned some things about our camping setup. We have finished a texture and I think finalized Cassius Decianus. So I think much was accomplished tonight, and I've got quite a bit to think about here. I want to thank you all for just hanging out, and I want to just take a moment, since you're all here, all 5 of you, to give you sort of a inside scoop on what's going on with the marathon. Like I said, we're going to have that on September 14th. We're going to do our own thing. It's still going to be an Extra Life marathon, but we're not going to wait until November to do it. There are some circumstances that just make it easier for us to do it earlier in the season. All right. We are going to keep it simple this year, and we are going to do 24 hours of Skyrim roleplay. We are going to start a character and see how far we can take them in 24 hours. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We are going to build some activities into the roleplay so that we can get some participation from you guys. We are also going to have some donation goals so that if people make donations in a certain amount, we are going to give you access to a private Discord voice chat channel where you can jump in and do voice chat during the marathon. And then we will have 2 periods during the marathon where Matt, Joe, and I will also jump into that, and we'll pipe all the audio into the live stream for about an hour or so and just have a lot of open discussion with those people who have come into that space. That's something that we're working on now. There is going to be branding for this. There's also going to be available T-shirts for this. So if you'd like to contribute to the campaign and want to buy a T-shirt, you'll be able to do that as well. It'll be branded, and eventually my hope is that I will be able to create a custom version of this after the marathon is over that has the names of all the donors on the back who gave to our charity campaign. So we've got a lot of different things in store. There will be a custom backing soundtrack that, of course, will be provided by our good friends at both Cryo Chamber and Cyclic Law, which will be fun. And then we've got some other activities planned. Now, we are going to be doing interviews during this time as well. So the 24-hour period will be built into 4-hour increments. And every 4 hours, we will change the player. And then the other 2 people will go into the peanut gallery, and we'll also set up whatever interview we're going to do. We're going to be doing 1 interview during each 4-hour block, and we'll be pairing up some of these. So just so you're aware, we've got some really cool things going here. There's going to be a schedule coming out. Joe has been working on this, but we have 1 segment where we will be playing for 4 hours, and during that time we will be having a 1-hour interview with artist Caleb and Shirley Curry together. And they are friends. They've been YouTube friends for a while, so you'll get to hear from Shirley Curry. And all of these interviews we are going to record locally, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to release them later on YouTube. We're going to have another segment that will feature Cal, or Dirty Weasel, with Michael from Gamer Poets. We're going to have a lot of talk about the community and mods. We will have another segment that will feature Dark Fox 127 and Sim Sim. where we will be talking about mod development specifically, which I think is going to be great. We will have yet another segment where we are going to focus on role play. We're going to be focusing on Skyrim and other games, role play style, specifically as it pertains to YouTube as a performance. That will feature an interview where we have paired up Jessa and Rykon, which I think will be a lot of fun. You guys will get to hear from Jessa and Rykon, who are also great supporters of my channel and of our podcast, which is fantastic. And then we have 2 more segments to round things out. And we will be interviewing 2 brand new people. One is a gentleman known as Boogie Knight, who has his own YouTube channel, plays a lot of games. Joe is good friends with him. And then also a new face, a woman named Lexikitty, who also has her own channel where she does all kinds of different things, games, Legos, art, all kinds of fun stuff. So we have a lot of fantastic guests, and you'll be able to listen to them talk and us laugh and carouse and have a good time, all with Skyrim gameplay as a backdrop and some really quality music. I think it's going to be a real blast. So I want to let you guys know. I would ask that you kind of keep some of those details on the QT until we get everything nailed down, and there'll be announcements coming out. There will be branding, and there will be a series of products and promotional things that we'll be doing to help get people excited about giving to our cause. So if you're not aware, if you have not attended one of our marathons before, we do this for Extra Life. We are raising money for Children's Miracle Network, and all the money that we raise will be going to Gillette Children's Hospital here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So thank you all very much, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got another installment of Barbarian, so I will see you tomorrow. We'll bring in Ida Stog, and we'll do some more adventuring. Good night.